Hello everyone, welcome back to Bob-OmbBradster. We are here with the great FIFA YouTuber JMTW, who has joined me today to rank all of the 2D and 3D Mario games, all the mainline ones. Anything to say?
It's gonna be fun. Never done a tier list before, so that's good. Subscribe to me before Brad, get my views. But yeah, subscribe to Brad as well. And yeah, let's get to it then.
So first up we have the original, the great Super Mario Bros. For NES. It hasn't aged the best, but it's still fun.
That's a classic, so it always has to be a good one because that's what every single person from your mum's age to your dad's age to your nan's age to our age, every single person played that Super Mario Bros. Is iconic. So it's got to be in one of the higher tiers. That's my view. What's yours?
I would agree to an extent because the game hasn't aged the best. The physics aren't great. It's very hard. A lot of it isn't fair. But speedrunning wise, I think this game is severely underrated. I probably wouldn't put it F or A, but B maybe is a possibility. It's not bad.
B is good because the graphics aren't that good. It's not like a 3D game. Let's take for instance Mario Odyssey. That is graphics high quality production. This is iconic with the nostalgic purposes, but as a game, I don't think so. It's not as iconic. Well, it is iconic, but it's not as good as some others. But that's just my view. I hope that's the same as yours.
Yeah, I think we agree. I think the first it's a solid game, but definitely hasn't aged the best. All right, let's put that in B tier. All right, next we've got Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, which was actually the sequel to Super Mario Bros. In Japan, but was deemed too hard for American audiences, so it was never sent over until
But the
much later.
Japanese always make hard levels, so I'm
Yeah.
not surprised with that.
I don't know about you, but this game sucks. The levels super difficult, the power-ups, the wind mechanics. It's sort of everything the first game did, but like much, much worse. No graphical upgrade for a sequel either. And I think there's a reason they didn't send it over. How about you?
To be honest, I'm kind of clueless on this because I've never really played the Super Mario Lost levels, so it's all down to you, buddy. But I think, as you're saying, it's hard. I'd probably say it should be in D, when you say it's useless, so I think D maybe. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree. Our lowest tier is D, and I would agree. Let's just say the
oh,
lost levels. I think they should stay lost. All right,
oh,
next up we have Super Mario Bros.
Vernon,
2 for the NES, the USA version.
that's another classic. So it's should be B, in my opinion. Just another
Yeah, I'm
classic.
hovering around A. I really like this game. I think it's really underrated.
We could go A if you want.
Just because everyone writes off this game because it's slightly different and it's based off Doki Doki Panic, which you've probably heard a million times. But I think it's a solid platformer. It introduced Birdo, Shy Guys, loads of new enemies. I'm leaning low A, high B. I think it's better than the first. I would put it A, I think.
Should we say B then? Because I'm not really sure. So
Let's go high. Let's go high B. It's definitely an improvement on the first one, graphically and just like style wise, in my opinion.
as a game, I don't know because it's just less. Yeah.
It's less well known. Like you think of Super Mario Bros. 3, the last one you think of as 2, really. But let's go high B.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay, now we're moving to black and white. We have Super Mario Land for the Game Boy. But this has not aged well.
Well, what's your thoughts on this?
It's only 8 to 12 levels long. It's very basic. Like, if you thought the first one looked basic, this one looks even more basic. Introduction of Daisy, it is boring. Honestly, I do like the aesthetic, but I don't know.
Do you think this is like one of the most boringest levels in Mario?
This would be if you told me what was the most boring Mario game, I would say this one. I don't know if it's a D because it's a lot better than the Lost Levels. It's playable, but I'm thinking maybe C. What do you think, Jack?
I'm gonna say C, as some people, maybe even watching this or just in Nintendo like fan base or like the fan like clout or the fan base, they may be like, oh, I love this game as a kid growing up, so they could say, oh, B, A, S tier, etc. But because we're not that keen on it, I say C because it's standard and it's playable, like you said. So yeah, I say C.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Okay, cool.
Next up, we have Super Mario Land 2: Six Golden Coins. Now, this was the sequel, introduced Wario for the first ever time as the main villain, and even though it runs on a Game Boy, this looks miles better than the first one, even as a world map.
Yeah, like I'm looking at the moment and the graphics are like incredible, like for a Game Boy, because some like Game Boys aren't meant to have the best graphics.
Yes, I'm thinking. I don't know. I think it's in B. I don't know if it's better than Super Mario Bros., which might be a hot take. I know a lot of people really like Super Mario Land 2, but I just think it's not that fun to replay. Where the original, you can speedrun it.
Yeah, I say we should go B, because one, to not annoy like the fan base or the viewers, and also I think because Wario was introduced, he's an iconic character. Every single person in the world should know him or will know him. So I say B. It's a game that I think people would look at and say, "Ah, it was fun when they played it."
Very impressive for the Game Boy, but I would probably go back to the original over Super Mario Land 2.
Absolutely understandable, because it's not everyone's favorite, but I think B is a good, solid like foundation.
Yeah, I would agree. Super Mario World for the SNES. This might be my favorite 2D game of all time, or it's up there, maybe top 5. It's very solid. Introduction of Yoshi, which I know you love Yoshi.
I do love Yoshi. He's such a good character. He's cute, he's green, he's everything you need. Put in Brad's comments, do you like Yoshi? And if so, why? Because I'm curious, because is there any more Yoshi lovers out there?
We need to find them. We need to start a cult.
Yes, absolutely. A cult of Yoshis.
Yeah, I think this is an S. I don't know if you've played more of the more recent ones, so I don't know if you've dabbled much in this one, but for me, this is probably the 2D game I go back to the most.
I know of Super Mario World, like I'm very familiar with the design, the graphics, one because I play Mario Maker, but also because I played like the NES, like on the Switch and stuff, like I'm very familiar with this. I think it's an S tier. Like I remember like speaking to my mum and she said she loves Super Mario World, like she thinks it's iconic.
It's generational, for sure.
So I think it's S tier. Like every single person will look at that game and be like, "Oh, I loved it so much." About you, do you think the same? I'm guessing you do.
I would agree. I love Super Mario World. The challenge, also the special world. I love how 90s and like it is, because like the special world levels are called like Hot Stuff and Tubular. Yeah, I'm very happy putting Super Mario World straight into S. All right, here's an interesting one. New Super Mario Bros. For the DS.
Ooh.
Now, I think the new Super Mario Bros. On average decline mostly in per entry, but new Super Mario Bros. In particular, I think is quite solid, just because of the unique bosses. The first time they're doing this style, I think there's a through line there.
And the style was also really good as well. Like it got upgraded to just like the standard Super Mario Bros. And I feel like the bosses got better. Like you even got Mega Mario in the DS one. Like that.
Yeah.
Like that was always an iconic power up.
And the blue shell.
Yeah, absolutely. And the blue shell is one of the most well known.
I think the blue shell might be my favorite 2D power up. It's really close.
Yeah.
Although I feel this still has to be held back just because there are funner games. But I think it's an A tier. I think it deserves to be A. At least the first new Super Mario Bros. I
understand with A, but I think S tier it can be there, because I feel like not even just for us but like for others, like your first Mario DS game would be that, and everyone could look at that and be like, I love it.
That's very true. If we're talking about cultural impact, that's a very good point. This would rank very high. I'm gonna put it in A for now, but we may move it up.
That's the one we can debate, because the cultural impact on that game like made more DS games with the Nintendo industry, because it became popular, and also there's people out there who probably say that's their favorite game because one, they just like, let's say, the power-ups, and two, just it was old but it was good, it was just their childhood, like mixture of everything. But that's just my view.
Yeah, no, I think those are some very, very good points. I might just check this guy out. The FIFA YouTuber. All right. Next up, we have New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U. Now, at this point, this is the fourth and final New Super Mario Bros. Game for a reason. There's just not much great about it. It's very bland. The only thing it really introduced was Baby Yoshis, which, while cute, don't really carry the game. So I would go near the bottom, not a D, but either low B or high C is what I'm feeling.
I'm gonna say B because it's just a remake of the Super Mario Bros. Wii. Like it's very
It's
similar.
very similar, yeah.
They just copied bits and just put a U on it. Like it. I don't think it's that impactful, that
I
great because you got a similar game.
And
But it's
personally,
still.
I have quite a hot take. I don't think New Super Mario Bros. Wii is that good to begin with. So when you try and copy that for a whole game, it's bound to mess up. So I would agree.
I get that. I love the Super Mario, but I know we're not talking about Super Mario Bros. Wii, but I love that game as I used to play it on the Wii a lot. Granted, I weren't good at it because I'm really bad at Mario games. But that's another discussion for when we get to it. But I was gonna say Super Mario Bros. U. I'm gonna put C. That's what I think.
You think
Average.
C? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
C
put it
maybe
in C.
low
Let's put it in
B.
C. No,
Okay.
I think C is fair. They should have never made 4 of these things.
Yeah, they should have made like a different type of Mario game instead.
Okay. Super Mario 64, the first ever 3D Mario game and the first one of the best first ever 3D games ever.
Yeah. And that's the introduce of the penguins as well, where you can chuck them off.
Yeah.
They're always,
One of the
yeah.
I really like this game. I played the DS version first, and then I played the 64 on my Wii U and then my Switch. But
Like the game is everything. Like
the
it's got
controls
everything.
are so fun, the levels, even the camera, which is really annoying. It's kind of funny when you like die because of it. But
yeah,
I think this
like, I
has to
really
be an
like.
S, but I don't know where to put it.
So what do we have in S at the moment then?
We only have Super Mario World.
I think it's better than Super Mario World, but
You
that's just
think?
my view. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. They're really close. I think in my ranking they're right next to each other, so I wouldn't mind putting it over. But
Should we put it over?
yeah,
That's
okay,
how I
no,
like it.
let's put it over. I'm indifferent, and you seem to think it's better, so let's put it over. Let's put it at the top for now.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Super Mario 3D Land. The definition
That's
of
the DS,
the 3DS one, yeah. The definition of mid is what 3D Land is
I
to
thought
me.
it was mid, and there's a reason why I thought it was mid. It annoyed me so much that you have to get all the different like the coins, like like the big coins. Like you needed to get a certain
Oh, the
amount
star
to
coins, yeah.
That really annoyed me. It was frustrating. It was just heart aching, and I couldn't really finish the level because of it. Because you had to try and find every single one, and when you had enough, then you was getting killed by Bowser or whatever. Granted, I liked some of the levels. I think they were good graphically and just playing wise, and they were fun. But like every single one was trying to get the next coin, like the achievement coin thing to get
Yeah.
through, and that's why I like it.
I feel like they definitely improved on it in 3D World when they introduced green stars, because I feel like that's it's a lot better system of how it works than 3D Land did with the star coins. So, or the bullet coins. I don't actually remember what they're called. I don't think it's as bad as New Super U or Super Mario Land, but in that B category and like that mid to good category, I think is where I would put it.
Yeah, like I would put it high C, like very high C, because I don't think it's definitely not D. Like D is like quite.
I think I'd give it a B. I think C is a little harsh.
Okay, then do you want to say
Let's say
B
low
then?
C. I think I'd rather play it than both of the things we have in C.
Okay, cool. So what we do in C, yeah?
Low B.
Okay, low B, like low B, high C. So okay, cool.
Okay. New Super Mario Bros. 2.
I think that's more iconic than the first one.
Ooh, I don't know. I think you're thinking of the Wii one. The 2 one was the one on the 3DS.
Ah.
This is the one everyone forgets about.
It's technically just Mario or Bros on the Wii or U. It's just that, but just on the DS. So
I
it's
have
average.
I have a really hot take about this. I think the platforming in this game is severely underrated. Like the only enemies they introduced were like skull and coin enemies, which is really funny because they didn't have anything unique at all. But the actual level design is weirdly fun. Like I look at this game and I think this is the most boring thing ever. Yeah, I could just put hours into it. So that's my hot take. I would put it in B, but obviously you can have. What do you think?
Should we just put it in B, because I feel like the game is just similar to the other ones, so they're all good, but they're all just not unique. They're not niche.
Yeah, let's
They're
put it
also
in B. Above or below 3D? I'm happy to put it above 3D Land, to be honest. I think
yeah,
it's more
yeah,
fun. Yeah, that'll piss off a
yeah.
few people.
Or put it in the comments if you think we done correct or wrong so far.
Alright, New Super Mario Bros. For the Wii. Have your case and then I'll have mine. I think this is the one that we will argue the most.
Okay, so Super Mario Bros. Wii was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid. I used to play it on my Wii. I used to play it with my cousin called Ashton. I don't speak to him anymore, but that's a different story, and that's not meant to be spoken on here. But to do with this, like I used to play it a lot. I used to die, but I used to try and just complete each levels. Like remember all the sand levels and the Koopalings. Yeah, the Koopalings I really enjoy. Like every single boss battle on them, like especially on the Wii, because it was just iconic. Because I grew up with the Wii, because I am a 2006 kid, and I love the Wii so much, and I just found it fun. Like I know some people are gonna say, "Oh, it's not good. Like graphics is very basic," but sometimes basic is good, and that's my view. I definitely would put it at S, maybe A or B, but mostly no, not B. Sorry, like S tier, like the highest tiers possible, because I just found it fun, and that's what you need in a game. Don't know about you though.
Yeah, I have very different views on this game. I grew up with mainly the DS and a little bit of the GBA, not quite the GameCube, but so the Wii wasn't really my first console. So by the time New Super Mario Bros. Wii had come around, I had beaten New Super Mario Bros. DS and played it for hours. So I have a little bit of a different experience. I thought most of the levels were quite empty. It's a common critique I find online that I do associate with. I just feel that if you're playing single player, it's just not that fun, and you need at least 2 to 4 people to really make this game fun. And not only that, they brought back the Koopalings, and I thought they were mostly ruined in this game. And this game like points to the downfall of the New Super Mario Bros. Series. Like after this game, 2 and U come out, and they start getting worse and worse and worse.
Why do you think the Koopalings were ruined though? Like, what's the reasoning for that? Like,
It's
I'm
just like there
curious.
used to be all these like different colors and have all these different abilities. Where in Wii they sort of all blended together, where they all became this. There's not only the same color, but their abilities became very similar. And I felt like creativity was really lacking in this game
At the same time, look
when we
at
needed it
Randy
most.
with the ice level. Like, that's iconic. Like, you didn't see Iggy on ice or Ludwig, and Ludwig
Yeah,
you have
the
like
boss battles were unique, but it was less because of the Koopalings and more because of the environment. But what you're
I feel
saying
like the
is
boss battles
true.
are fun though. Like, I really enjoy the boss battles.
Yeah, you do make.
They're
I think this
they're not
game is just fun. I think there
yeah.
are problems with it, but if you have fun with it, then they're really easy to overlook. And by the
But the
time
thing
I
is though,
played
they're
this
not
game,
too
I just came off
yeah.
the wall.
But the thing is though, they're not too challenging though. Like they're not too challenging. They're not too easy. They're just a mixture. And I just feel like look at the Bowser's one. The Bowser's final boss battle where you have to jump on the platforms and the fire breathes.
Yeah,
That is iconic.
it's a great
That
final
is
battle. It's a great final
that
battle.
is so good. And that's probably the best Bowser boss battle probably in history, in my
Oh, I
opinion.
don't know. I think it's top 5. I love the Galaxy ones.
But yeah, it's still like such a good
For
fight. And
me, this game would be B or C. So we're very divided.
should we put in B then? Because I think like S higher, and then you think B or C. So then we just both put it down in the middle,
The
and then the
top of
viewers
B.
can decide.
I think that levels
Go
out
for it.
too. Yeah, I
Just
think
put
that.
B.
Yeah, top of B.
Top of B, yeah.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, I've heard a lot of people crap on this game recently, and
Alright.
I really don't understand it.
Yeah.
I heard one criticism that was like a few of the levels of Mario Maker esque, and
Yeah.
they go on too long. There's one level where there's a bunch of monsters and you go on a star. And to be honest, I
Yeah.
kind of like those levels. I know they are not the most in depth, but they're really forgetting how much this game established the graphical style, the Tanuki suit, the Koopalings were introduced in this game, the world maps in Mario, the stage-like setting. We've never seen anything like it since, and it takes a lot from Super Mario Bros. 2 in that stage-like setting, which we weren't really expecting. And I think it's such a leap from the original Super Mario Bros. To this one, because Super Mario Bros. 2 is its own thing. It's such a leap in graphical design, platforming and just movement in general. And I think this game is crapped on so much just because it has a few levels that aren't really there. But that's just my thinking.
Yeah, like I really understand that because I feel like if you look at Super Mario Bros. 1 and 2, they're completely different to Super Mario Bros. 3 in terms of graphically and just like the different power-ups and stuff. It's a lot more like more into the newer Mario a little bit than the older Mario, and I feel like that's a really good positive to like interpret it. And to be honest, I never really played this game as I weren't alive when this happened, and as a kid, I just never really played it. But the way you sounded like it sounds good. So, you choose what like area you want to put
I
it?
think S is too high, but I think it is definitely in the A tier. I think it's securely in the A tier. I'm not sure if it's above New Super Mario Bros., but just because of how much it introduced and like the level up from the first Super Mario Bros. To this game, and people still overlook it to this day, saying New Super Mario Bros. Wii is better, Odyssey Central. So I just think it has to be applauded. So
Let's put it in A then. Let's put it in A
yeah,
then
let's
because I don't
put it
really
in
know
A.
a lot of outs.
All right, I think we've only got 3D games left, so this should be
Yeah.
quick. Super
Okay.
Mario Sunshine for the GameCube. I don't believe you played this one.
I've never played it, but I know it's an iconic game and everyone loves it.
Oh, I don't know about that. It is iconic, and a lot of people who played it at the time loved it, but it has not aged the best. There are a lot of Sunshine haters around. But personally, I really enjoy it. The movement's really tight. However, this is probably the 3D Mario I've played the least, other than 3D
And
Land.
Junior paintbrush as well, and the
Yeah,
painting and stuff.
yeah, and you get floods. I would put this game in B. I'm not sure where, but
What do you mean with the pack in B?
I'd say above the original, just for its creativity, but below Super Mario Bros. 2, even though I know that will annoy a lot of people. But I think if everything it does right, like the boss battles, the environment, there's equal stuff it does wrong, like the blue coins, the pink machine. So yeah, I'm gonna put it right in the middle of my list, which I know a lot of people will disagree with, but tell us why you are wrong in the comments below. Next, we have Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2. We can talk about these as the same game because they're both perfect in my eyes. Like, both of these would make my top 5 video games of all time. They are humongous achievements in gaming. Bro, yeah. I could make an entire video just on these two games.
And yeah, let's put it highest of the highest S tiers.
Yeah,
even in Mario Galaxy 2, you got Yoshi, so
you get Yoshi as well. I think these games are both just the technical marvel that they were able to do this, and then loads of people, and then Sonic Colors came out like 2 months later because they had to get on the absolutely insanity that they managed to make Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 as good as they were on the Wii as well. It was just.
I feel like Mario Galaxy is probably one of the best, like even Nintendo games they've ever made.
Yeah, it would be. It's up there with like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Donkey Kong Country. It's one of the best for sure.
Yeah, so let's put it in the highest of highs.
Okay, we have 3 left. We have Bowser's Fury next, which is technically its own game. I think I've only beat it once. It's solid. It's solid enough. Although I will say, I think the praise for it is definitely overblown. Like, it's a 3-hour campaign. A lot of the missions are fun, but it doesn't really have the exploration and pure fun of like game. Yeah, of like a pure 3D Mario game. But for what it is, it's really fun.
Like, it's a short game. I know the boss battles were like the final boss battle looked fun.
The boss battles are so fun.
Like, I played a bit of it, and like at the start it's kind of a bit.
The start's a bit melodramatic, but it gets a lot better. I would say minimum A, but definitely not S.
But when you get into it, then it gets better and better and better. And
you get Bowser Jr. as an ally. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah. Like, who would have thought that? So yeah, you pick where you think. But
I think I'm going to put it bottom of A, but I think it's definitely. I'm going to put it in A, but it is definitely overhyped. Like, people go on about this like it's the next coming of Nintendo Mario, and let's be honest, it's not that amazing, but it is definitely a great game.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 left. 3D World. I know you've played this one. I'll let you lead.
Yeah, I played goodness, I really liked it. I liked the final level in like the Bowser's like 3D on the 3D world. I thought that was cool. Like the like arcade-ish type, like the fair type, like the carnival type. I thought that was good. Um, I just thought every single level was nice and challenging, but not too hard. I just really enjoyed this game. There isn't really a lot to say. I just enjoyed it, and that's my view.
I would agree, but I think there is a limit to the enjoyment because there's nothing that happens in this game and you go, whoa. Like, it's not a life-changing game. It's not going to affect. You're not going to, like, after you play this game, you're not going to, like, think about it in the middle of the day saying, that's a really good game. It's just solid fun. I'm split between A and B. It is really solid for what it does, but I think it's lacking that impact factor that when I look at the rest of the S and A, I see. So I think maybe B. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's similar to 3D Land as well, so it's a very like
It is an
similar
improvement
game.
over 3D Land, though.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna say like high B, maybe low A. Like, it's a great game. It's just not as good as like a Mario Galaxy or someone like
Let's put it
that.
at the top of B. But I think there is
Okay.
there's a little bit lacking there just to make it like one of the greats.
Yeah. And then final one.
Finally we have two more. Second to last one, we have Super Mario Odyssey. Last one's Wonder. But what do you think of Odyssey?
I think Mario Odyssey is an iconic game, like the first game on the Switch, like Mario, like Mainline, and it hit expectations like a mile, like so far. Like every single level, like you got New Donk City, the music, the songs, the soundtracks, everything was iconic. You even got Cappy, you got the wedding with Mario trying to save Peach, and then you can control Bowser. Like beforehand, you can never do that, and it's just a fun game, and everyone should play it if they have a Switch, or even if they don't, they should buy a Switch just to play that game. It's iconic, and I love it.
I do want to ask you one thing about Odyssey before we move on to Wonder.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest criticism of Odyssey is once you beat the game, the rest of the moons aren't as fun to collect and they can be a bit grindy or annoying, a bit monotonous. I just want to know your response to that criticism.
Granted, as a neutral, like if you're not as great as games, yes, it's very challenging and it's practically impossible. But it's to make players who, like, let's say yourself or someone who want to get better and grow and are experienced and want to become even better, like that can help them so much to become better at Mario games or Mario Odyssey. And it's basically it's what's the word, like it's like impactful when you get them. It's not easy, it's rewarding. Yeah, that's it. It's more rewarding to get them, and when you get them, it's a nice satisfaction, and you're so happy with yourself, and you can look at it like a nostalgia purpose. You could even put it up on your wall if you wanted to, like the picture screenshot. So yeah, so that's my view. I don't know about yours, but yeah.
Yeah, I think you've responded to that criticism beautifully in that the post game of any game isn't going to be the greatest. And even the fact that there's a post game at all that is so significant when the game itself is so great and it's as long as a regular Mario game. They didn't have to go so hard with the post game. And the moons are definitely more fun than the Galaxy and Galaxy 2 post game of the green stars and just playing the whole game again as Luigi. So I think I do agree. It's definitely an S tier, and I think I do agree that people should be less harsh on the post game. I think you've made a brilliant point there, where it is still fun to play the post game. If the worst thing about your game is that your post game is monotonous but not boring, that's a huge pro. So I would agree with you, and I would put it bottom of S because I think with Super Mario World it's more groundbreaking, but it's Odyssey is amazing, is what I think.
Yeah, same. I think it's an incredible game. What's your opinions on the soundtracks? As I love the
The
soundtracks.
Oh,
So
okay.
good.
People are gonna hate me for this. Odyssey soundtrack is very good, but other than a few tracks, I think it's lacking. I think Cascade Kingdom, amazing. New Dog City, amazing. Moon Kingdom, Final Battle, amazing. I just think the main area of the game, the soundtrack isn't like brilliant. Like other than New Dog City and Cascade Kingdom, I wouldn't listen to anyway. Mario Galaxy, there's loads.
I really like Jump Jump Star. That's
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
Jump
And
Jump Superstar. That's a great song.
and
Bringing back
and
Pauline as well.
yeah, Pauline
So
back. And she's iconic character just in the old Mario. So yeah,
I think
and
we
I
put
feel
it.
like
Yeah, I think bottom of S. What do you think?
yeah, let's go there. It's definitely S tier. It's never lower. Yeah, it's a great game.
Okay, final game for you, JMTW. We have Super
Okay.
Mario Wonder, which I have played very little of because I don't actually own the game. So you can lead.
Yeah, so Mario Wonder, it's a game that is very easy. You don't really lose any lives. You just carry on playing, and if you die, then you go again. You can play multiplayer with your friends on it, so that's always fun. So that's really enjoyable. Like, let's say me and you and a few others, we can go on there and play against each other or play against randoms like you don't even know. Like, it's really fun with that. But Mario Wonder, like the power ups were really weird. Like an elephant power up. Like, why is that? Like, I know it's unique, but it's not something you normally see in a Mario game. Like, why is Peach an elephant or Daisy? I think it's cool that Daisy was added though,
Yeah,
because there's loads of Daisy lovers in the world. But I
I
felt
w-
like the Wonder game was very easy, and it should have been a little bit harder. Like, it should have had lives to make it a bit more challenging. But it was a very like good game, like graphics wise, and it was just fun. But it weren't one of your like iconic games like Odyssey, Galaxy. Yeah.
I
About
will
your one.
say, just to support your point, I think a lot of people bring
Yeah.
up the idea that they've always had animals as power-ups in Mario games, but I will say, just the fact that it's an elephant and there's no real inspiration beyond that kind of feels like they're running out of animals as power-ups.
That's true. I agree. Like, there's probably going to be a hedgehog next, or like a chipmunk. Like, they need to think other things rather than animals. Like, why not think of any power up ideas?
A YouTuber, you could have a JMTW Mario. That sounds brilliant.
Nah, JMTW.
Expert at FIFA.
What power up could they do? They could do like a frisbee because they got a boomerang. You could do
Oh
like
yeah,
a
for a
frisbee.
frisbee wouldn't be bad. Maybe a mailman, like you throw newspapers at each other.
Yeah, it could be. That could be fun.
Yeah,
Maybe I can
so
use my.
although I will say something great about this game is the badges. They have badges which can let you swim better, which can let you perform jumps better, and it actually makes water levels fun for the first time pretty much in Mario history. They actually made fun water levels, which is a
Yeah,
huge plus.
and also it's just really cool to have those power ups because you can do really cool tricks and stuff, and it shows you a tutorial first how to do it, and then afterwards you can complete it. So that's always a good thing, and it helps like new beginners. Now this game is very targeted more to newer Mario players who aren't as good, more than like an expert player, but
Okay.
it's still fun for
So
everyone. But that's why.
what are we thinking for Wonder? A, B, C, somewhere in that range, I presume. I don't think it's bad as
Yeah,
C.
I'm gonna say it's high C, low B. So whatever you want to put for that, but I
I
feel like
think it
it's one of the.
deserves, just for the innovation, it deserves to be like getting away from the new Super Mario Bros. Style. I would put it.
Yeah, while still making a good game.
I
Like,
think
it's
I'd
not
go
bad.
below Super Mario Land 2, which might be pretty controversial. But I think with Super Mario Land 2, it introduces so much more stuff and it's such an improvement. But Super Mario Wonder
Okay.
is definitely one of the easiest Mario. It almost has the opposite problem to Lost Levels. It's just too easy. And that really holds it back from being amazing.
I never really played that game, so I can't really talk or be a hypocrite. But yeah, I feel like I like Super Mario Wonder, but it's not the best. It's not the worst. And if you think it's lower than what Super Mario Bros. 2, then go for it. Put it there because
Yeah,
and
the Lost Levels. I think
also
it
the
is definitely
USA.
probably lower than the original or the USA Super Mario Bros. 2. Anyway, that is the end of our tier list. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And thank you very much for my good friend JMTW for doing this with me. His
Just
channel
subscribe.
will be in the description.
Oh, please sub, but also sub to Brad though because he's making more tier list videos. He's gonna try and upload more. So yeah, so subscribe to him and
Yeah,
really
JMTW just did an Among Us video where I got absolutely slandered for my bad opinions, but
But yeah, that's gonna be uploaded in less than a week, and you're
yeah.
gonna see why I hate Brad's on Among Us.
Yeah, we definitely had a bit of a difference of opinion there as well. But yeah, I think that's a pretty solid tier list. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one where our next guest will be Slice. Slice the Wolf. So there's your little sneak peek.